a man who worked tirelessly, scoring countless goals but ended the season empty-handed. Meanwhile, another, who barely contributed due to an end-of-season injury, still celebrated with a trophy in hand. Is there a more ironic and bitter story than that of Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar? The 1-4 defeat to Al Hilal in the Arab Super Cup once again dashed CR7's hopes of glory. Since joining Al Nassr, he has yet to secure an official title, except for the Arab Club Champions Cup, which resembles the World Cup trophy but is merely a friendly competition. The ridicule has been relentless. As for Neymar, he can only manage a faint smile. Let's delve into the cruel twist of fate in the tale of Ronaldo and Neymar in Saudi Arabia. The opening goal in the Super Cup against Al Hilal brought Ronaldo's total goals for Al Nassr to 65, all scored in just 71 matches. However, do these dozens of goals and countless records bring any official silverware to Al Nassr's trophy cabinet? The harsh answer is a resounding no. Since arriving in Saudi Arabia, Ronaldo and Al Nassr have lost 3 Super Cups, 2 Kings Cups, 1 AFC Champions League, and twice finished runners-up in the Saudi Pro League. The only so-called glory was the Arab Club Champions Cup, which isn't even recognized by FIFA. With fate playing such cruel games, Ronaldo can only look at Neymar's situation with envy. Neymar's blockbuster deal with Al Hilal brought him over €150 million per season, nearly matching Ronaldo's salary at Al Nassr. Yet, the Samba Prince has contributed next to nothing to his new team, playing just 5 games and scoring 1 goal in 2 years in Saudi Arabia. Still, the 32-year-old has already enjoyed 4 titles with Al Hilal. Choosing the right civilization is key, as everyone has seen how dominant Al Hilal has been in recent years. On their journey to rule Saudi football, Neymar has mostly been a no-show. Instead, he has been caught splurging in poker games and looking out of shape, his star power fading fast. At 32, the Samba Prince who once ruled European football seems to have grown tired of the sport. A severe injury and surgery last year put Neymar on the operating table, sidelining him for nearly a year. For the first time in a decade, Brazil entered a major tournament like Copa without their biggest star. When will those dancing feet return to the Jogo Bonito? Perhaps even Neymar doesn't have an answer. Meanwhile, he still pockets a steady $5 million in salary every month, sitting idle and collecting trophies at the end of the season. When the love for football is gone, this is precisely the life of dreams. It's like being in school, where classmates do all the homework, but I just receive the grades and rewards. This was Neymar's quote, as reported by OneFootball, when Al Hilal lifted the Saudi Pro League title last season. A statement that rubs salt into Ronaldo's wounds. While Ronaldo has been fighting tooth and nail without reward, Neymar has been basking in glory. In the Arab Super Cup, CR7 touched the trophy as he exited the tunnel for good luck. He even scored the opening goal to put Al Nassr ahead, but in the end, they still lost. As the match against Al Hilal neared its conclusion, chants of Messi rang out from the stands. Fans of other Saudi teams see this as a tactic to mock and provoke Ronaldo. Last season, CR7 responded with unsportsmanlike actions, which led to suspensions by the Saudi Pro League. This time, he didn't engage with the crowd but appeared to mock his teammates instead, clasping his hands as if to say they were defending like amateurs. It's unclear if Neymar was recording videos and laughing like before from the stands. What was evident was Ronaldo struggling on the pitch, desperately hiding his frustration with odd actions that left many scratching their heads. As soon as the final whistle blew, the 39-year-old superstar headed straight into the tunnel, refusing to collect his silver medal with his teammates. The season has just begun, but a storm is already brewing for Ronaldo. His first season ended in total disappointment with Al Nassr. In the second season, he remains trophyless, even with the first opportunity slipping away. Considering Al Hilal's dominance, it's no surprise. Neymar's team has become Ronaldo's greatest nemesis since he set foot in Saudi Arabia. In 6 official meetings, Ronaldo has yet to help Al Nassr defeat their arch-rivals. They managed 1 draw but lost the other 5 matches. Before the latest 1-4 thrashing, Ronaldo and his teammates also suffered a humbling 0-3 defeat to Al Hilal in last season's Saudi Pro League. The opening goal in the Super Cup was CR7's first ever official goal against Al Hilal. In the Arab Club Champions Cup, CR7 did score a brace against his fiercest rivals. To date, that remains the only time the 39-year-old superstar has enjoyed victory against Al Hilal. Otherwise, Neymar's team remains unbeaten and has claimed 4 titles, overshadowing Ronaldo's friendly cup. At 39, it has been a harsh, sorrowful time for the Portuguese conqueror. Last year, after Al Hilal defeated them in a penalty shootout to complete a treble, CR7 wept uncontrollably. The 39-year-old man sobbed like a child, his face drenched in tears. That sight broke the hearts of CR7's fans, while his detractors rejoiced. This time, Ronaldo lost to Al Hilal again. He didn't cry but stood helpless, overwhelmed, unable to do anything because Al Hilal is simply too strong. The desire to win once drove Ronaldo to maintain his status in the century-long rivalry with Lionel Messi. But that was when his legs still obeyed, and you've still allowed Ronaldo to reign at the top. Age 38 has robbed Ronaldo of so much. The obsession that once propelled him to the top now betrays him. The harder he tries, the more insane his efforts, the more glory turns its back. Sometimes, simply enjoying the twilight of his career, like Neymar, is the better option. The Brazilian striker realized he couldn't push on anymore when the effects of his severe injury from his PSG days became too much to bear. But Ronaldo refuses to accept that. He continues to fight at all costs, clinging to the final years of his peak, only to receive the harshness of fate in return. But perhaps the heavens haven't completely turned their backs on Ronaldo. Look at his scoring record in friendlies or qualifiers for the Portuguese national team. When playing against weaker opponents without too much difficulty, Ronaldo has scored an enormous number of goals. But how many of those goals are remembered? And the goals against Al Hilal will always be a significant blemish on the once unstoppable feat of his. Remember in last season's Saudi Pro League match when CR7 angrily kicked Gustavo Cuellar of Al Hilal, then kicked another player from the same team. Then followed up with shoves against several Al Hilal players as if to vent his frustration. Clearly, Al Hilal has become Ronaldo's greatest nemesis.